Hello. So it's been a minute, and that's kind of what I'm here to talk to you about, the classic YouTuber thing. No, basically, I've been a bad vlogger, and I'll give you two reasons why. First one is, I've already said it. It's been a few months since I posted my last video, but that's really not the biggest deal. The second thing is what I want to talk to you about. And basically, it's this idea that I haven't been a very good vlogger because I haven't been completely honest and open about who I am. I've had this kind of, I guess there's a shell that I'm sort of still living inside and portraying that shell rather than trying to let you guys into my life at a deeper level and at like a level that I think is more valuable to, hey Chris, a level that I think is more valuable to you guys as well. Basically, I want to include my struggles and successes in these type of videos, as well as my goals and ways of thinking. All those kind of things are important, and I think it's valuable or useful for some people to be able to see that and like see what I'm doing and then compare your life to my life or how I think, and it's like it actually is a mutual growing, because if you guys give me feedback or on anything that you don't like about what I'm thinking, then it's beneficial for both people, me and you. So part of why I want to do this is because I saw the value in vlogging when I first started watching a few vloggers. I see the value in expressing something clearly, and I'm obviously still learning how to do that and practicing, but it's fun. So I just enjoy doing it because it's a little bit weird, but it's a little bit like pushing you out of your comfort zone too. So something about vlogging it just clicks with me, I guess, or just intrigues me. I don't know even why I'm interested in it, but I am. So I might as well do it, right? And then the other thing that I like about vlogging is it allows you to see people develop over time. So like if you go back to my very first videos, you can kind of piece together like who was James at that point and like what things did I value, and hopefully now you can see things that I valued differently than I did previously. And hopefully that's still developing and going to develop more, because I'm definitely not at the place where I like ultimately want to be. Yeah, something that has been killing the honesty and like openness in me to like share in these videos is actually the desire to have like a status or be seen as something that I'm not. Basically portraying myself in a way that isn't truly me and isn't honest. So yeah, basically to want to be viewed more highly by others by changing things or not showing things about myself, it actually kills that honesty that I first fell in love with when I started watching vloggers. I guess I'm trying to learn to open up, but also to still maintain I guess some amount of tact or amount of, you don't want to just spill everything onto the internet. Obviously that could be very dangerous to let people know like your deepest, darkest thoughts. Well, it's not even that actually. It's more like sharing too much is not helpful, and it actually can be harmful for others. But sharing the right amount, I think, at least at this point in my learning and growing, is just like very helpful for others. And honestly, it's probably, well, at this point, it's probably not too big of a deal. So I'm just honestly experimenting with these videos. But basically, I want to be more genuine and still make videos. So I'm going to tell you some things that are important to me because they're important to me and I want to be genuine. So basically, I'll just tell a couple things that I heard this morning in Zoom church and some things that I really thought were just like good to think about. There's four things and I'll list them off basically. First thing is that I want to be doing, and that I know will benefit me, and just like help those around me even too, is always think about what is true, and don't spend time thinking about things that are fake or false, but just think about what is true. That was something that I really liked in the sermon today on Zoom. Another thing is, if you're a believer in Jesus, well, yeah, you're going to be. This is not your home. Earth is not where you are, where you belong. Really, you may belong in your group of people that you have, but that is not the end home for you. Basically, we are strangers here. That's the point I have written. We are strangers, and even if you don't have faith or believe in Jesus or even another faith, like we are. I guess from my understanding, the way I see things, and maybe I'm out to lunch or you disagree, but we don't actually ever feel like we fully belong here on Earth. Like it just I think there's something inside us that tells us that it's like I'm not fully settled where I am, and maybe we can trick ourselves and sort of think that we are in a place that we're completely calm and settled, but nevertheless, that is the second thing, that we are strangers here. And then the third thing that I found interesting, that I just like took out of the sermon today, was that there are a lot of things that I don't understand, and I can acknowledge the fact that I won't understand the reason behind things, nor necessarily do I even need to like try to figure it out right away, but just basically that God is doing things. And like, for example, through COVID, there have been a lot of things that come out of COVID because people are like at home, or everything is just mixed up, but there are a lot of good things that come out of the weird situation that we're in, that we don't understand. We don't understand at the beginning of COVID what the end result is going to be. But the fact is that there are lots of things that come out of it that are awesome, even though in the moment, lots of it just feels like it's terrible. So anyways, that's the third thing. And the fourth thing is that, and I think this is the biggest one that I can kind of just like grab a hold of and go throughout my day holding on to, is that just thinking about the kingdom of God and having that goal in mind, instead of how can I make James look good, or how can I do good at school, but rather the idea that thinking about the kingdom and pursuing Jesus and his kingdom and the furthering of that is the fourth thing that I want to do, and just be thinking about, because if I can have eyes to see the kingdom and see what the actual goal of my life is, then I'll more likely be able to contribute to that purpose. And it's way bigger than me. It's a purpose that I can actually get behind, instead of making up my own sort of goal or direction or purpose, that ultimately will lead to me failing or being in ruin. So anyways, those are the four things. with these vlogs, I think I didn't explain that last point, the fourth point, as well as I could have. Well, I know I could do better, but at some point you just have to do something. But I want to use these videos as a way to boldly and openly just seek the goal of furthering the kingdom of God, and not just furthering my own kingdom or my own goals. So in that sense, I want to use this video as a way to encourage you or give you some thoughts from myself to think about, but also kind of use these videos as a way to show you my progression of thinking, and hopefully it's beneficial, and yeah, and God bless you. See this? Might not be able to tell, but it's extremely smoky out there. Not very good. California is on fire. Hey, Colby. Hey, Colby, do you want to be in my vlog?
So
He's in the dorm.
Colby. I'm in the dorm.
He's in the dorm.
If you're wondering. 6
Look
low.
at his Nutella. Look at all the
Look at
Nutella.
that.
Wow.
This is 2 kilograms of Nutella.
Dude, you're gonna be eating like
I could
crazy. It's gonna be so
Weight
good.
lift with this.
Oh yeah.
It's weight training.
Man, that's sick. Yeah.
How's your vlog going?
Dude, it's great so far. I sat in front of the camera and talked for 10 minutes.
Attaboy.
Yep.
No, not that.
The egg.
Bro.
Oh no.
I'm saving
Shoot.
this egg.
For what? Like a prank?
I don't know. Maybe eat. Maybe for a
What are
prank.
the odds you eat it right now?
There's nothing left.
Just eat the shell.
No, I'm not eating that.
Okay.